started growing hair again in December 2 years ago.
How much are you going to get taken off today?
A lot. Most of it.
We're going to do a really nice and short, sassy haircut.
I could not find anybody to talk to fast enough or get my hands on anything fast enough. And you wouldn't think that working and being married to a doctor that would have been the case, but when it's you, you want to know much more specifically than, I mean, all I knew about breast cancer before that was that some women got it and I hoped I didn't. You know, that was the extent of my knowledge about it, so I had a long way to go.
When I found out for certain that I was going to have chemo, I just made a decision that I was going to embrace my baldness. And I went to get a haircut, and I told the lady, I said, okay, I want my hair Sharon Stone short. And so she cut it that way for me to get ready for shorter even than that. And then when I started my chemo, my son-in-law, who's a Marine, he buzzed me, and it was really neat. He had just buzzed my baby that same day. He had buzzed Drew's hair. And he told me, he said, I really had a lot more fun buzzing Drew's head than I'm having doing yours today. My older daughter told me, she said, you know, Mom, it's a real shame that you had that breast cancer before the two of us got a decent haircut.
I can remember a friend calling me to say how sorry he was to hear that I was going through this. And I said, you know, I really never known anybody that's been on chemo. Do you lose your eyebrows and eyelashes? He said, let me put it this way, Freddie, you're going to be slick as a little onion all over your body, and I do mean all over. And I thought, well, you know, there are good things that come out of all bad things. Sometimes it takes a while. But I thought I'm going to be that little red engine. I know I'm not going to be sick. I know I'm not. And I never was sick. But the pluses were, you didn't have to buy shampoo. You didn't have to pluck your eyebrows. You didn't have to shave. You didn't have to do any kind of bikini stuff. You just went and...
You were ready in a matter of moments.
You could just get ready in no time and go.
I had a harder time when I lost, after the chemo was over, about a month later, I lost my eyebrows and eyelashes, and I was devastated.
Oh,
I thought I was going to die.
that devastated me. Now, I didn't lose my eyebrows.
I did.
Did not lose my eyebrows, but my eyelashes, when they fell out, because my aunt would put big earrings on me, and she would put mascara on me every day in the hospital, every day. So I had my eyes done and my earrings in. But when I lost my eyelashes, I sobbed for 2 days. The hair didn't bother me.
Did you wear false eyelashes?
Yeah.
I did to a Christmas party. I could not go. I said, Todd, I have got to have eyelashes. And he said, well, what are you, I said, I'm going to buy some. So I bought some, and I went to the salon, and they put them on for me.
Really?
I had my biopsy the day of the funeral of my best friend's husband, who died from lymphoma. So she managed her demons by guiding me through. At the time, I had just met my current husband also, and we had just decided to move in together. He took care of me, and he was, you know, he and my girlfriend were the one that guided me through. And the day that I had my first haircut with my new hair was our wedding day.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 lumps that were told that both fibrocystic, and then they put me in the hospital that day. And I can remember thinking, a little teary, thinking, tomorrow this time, part of me is going to be in a red bag. You know, and then I thought, by golly, if there's something wrong, I wanted, if it's not good, get it off of me.
If I had it to do over, if I hadn't been 28 and completely overwhelmed, I would have had them take both.
When you are diagnosed with breast cancer, you become pretty much brain dead. You're not sure what to do, how to act, where to go, just like Eileen said earlier. And I think the only one of us who really has had the opportunity to sit down at a table with all of the caregivers that were going to be involved in her treatment is you.
It was a wonderful experience because they review your case, your particular case, and they're all in the same room together. And they're looking at all your tests and everything, and they come up with what is the best possible solution for you. And my husband was there with me. They had a board, and they drew pictures, and you know, and mapped it all out. And even when we got finished, you know, you're brain dead, you can't remember. They actually brought a camera in, a digital camera, and made a picture of the board, and then they gave it to me. And they said, here, and they put one in my file. And they said, here, if you have any questions, look at this, and if you can't figure it out, call us back and we'll look at it and we can go over it again. When you guys were going through your treatment, you never thought about that. And I think that's very important, because I think a lot of times, as soon as people are diagnosed, they're in with a surgeon and they're, you know.
Well, they literally put me from the outpatient room to a room the next day.
For the surgery.
But
And
as
if
I
that's
say,
what
for
you
me-
want.
For me, it was fine. I mean, I was so devastated
Right.
that I didn't even think to say, well, could we wait a little while?
Yeah.
I heard the story again this week of a woman here in town who had finding on a mammogram, was sent to a surgeon, and was told, we'll do your mastectomy this Friday. And she said, can't we talk about this? Aren't there some options? And she was told no. So she went to Nashville.
I think it was my primary care doctor that insisted I go to Nashville and get a second opinion. And like you, when I got down there, and this doctor, that's all he does.
And I think it's important that women understand that you have some time. You do need to kind of sit back and see what your choices are, and we do have some now.
That's where we hope a nurse navigator can plug in
Sure.
at that point where your brain goes dead on you, take you by the hand and help you walk through what you need to learn.
Yes.
I want us to think openly, creatively about how can that get spread out through the whole area.
We're the ones that have done it. We're the ones that have been in the trenches. And the ones that need to tell other people in all of our 14 county area, look, you know, there's help out there, and I just, it's so important to educate.
I can't remember what state it is, has passed a law that in PE and high school, girls have to be taught breast exam, how to do a self-breast
Really?
exam. Isn't that an innovative
Wow.
idea?
To share cancer and all that goes with it, with friends and family, it takes away from the burden that individuals feel, those that have it, spouses, and it just makes it all tolerable.
Do I look like myself? I'm so glad to be here.